Many parents believe that once their child is able to read their first book, the parent doesn't have to read aloud to them any longer. This is not true at all, and in this video I will share with you 5 awesome reasons to read aloud to your older child at least through 8th grade. Scientific research suggests that the child who comes to school with a large vocabulary does remarkably better than a child who comes to school with a low vocabulary. This is so because from a baby they have learned to respond to oral instruction. In kindergarten through 3rd grade, the teaching continues to be oral. Consequently, the child with a large vocabulary have an advantage because they can understand what the teacher is saying. The kids with small vocabularies don't understand what the teacher is saying, and so they are confused from the get-go. And as time goes by, they fall further and further behind and sometimes give up thinking that it is too hard for them to understand. Hello everyone, welcome to Ruth Straight Talk, the channel designed to help you and your students or children live a fuller life, become lifelong learners, and grow into the awesome human beings you were designed to be. I'm Cynthia Ruth, and in this video I will share with you several benefits of reading aloud to your children even when they are older kids. Also, don't miss my bonus tip at the end of this video. So if this video is for you, let's get right to it. It stands to reason that children cannot speak out a word they have never heard. For example, the word complicated. A child cannot speak the word unless he's heard it before and unless he's probably heard it numerous times. Unfortunately, this is not true with swear words, however. If a child hears his parents swear, he'll remember it the first time and happily repeat it whenever he gets the chance. So here are some reasons why parents should continue to read aloud with their children. Number 1, so parents need to talk to their children as often as possible. But reading aloud is also very important too. Children will benefit greatly from reading aloud because a book provides a more sophisticated and rich language and uses grammar correctly. When we speak to each other, we use many shortcuts and abbreviations and verbal shorthand, and we often speak in incomplete sentences. In the written word, however, such as books and magazines, the language is more complicated and more sophisticated. When a child hears more sophisticated words, he has a huge advantage above a child who has never heard those words. Number 2, reading aloud can increase your child's attention span. Your child has to become aware of the value in books before she can get excited about reading. When you read aloud, you're whetting your child's appetite for reading. A child who has been read aloud to will be eager to learn to read herself. She will want to imitate what she sees her parents doing. Research shows that a child's reading skills is generally lower than their listening skills until they reach grade 8. And in order to speed up that process, a parent can read aloud to their children from books that are about 2 grades above their current reading level. For example, if your child is reading at the 5th grade level, you should read to them from 7th grade reading level books. A 5th grader who can enjoy a more complicated plot than she can read herself will be hooked by the read-alouds and will want to hear more. Of course, when you get to chapter books, you begin to enjoy more intense texts than your child will be able to hear and understand, even if they can't read it at that grade level for themselves. Number 4, reading aloud to your kids can give you an opportunity to address difficult subjects. For example, if you read a book about bullying, you could open a line of communication about bullying so that your child will be open to talk with you if he is bullied or if he sees someone being bullied. Also, from your reading, you could discuss with your child why bullying is wrong and harmful. Your child will experience it through the eyes of the characters in the book, and you can talk about it together without sounding like you are lecturing him. When you discuss a book together, it's not lecturing, but rather a discussion to find out what went right and what went wrong in the story. Number 5, books allow your child to develop a kinship with people outside of his immediate sphere and allows him to experience their successes, their failures, and their emotions. He can feel their joys, their pain, and their exhilaration when they achieve their goal. As your child widens his world through books, you can be a part of his growth as you guide him to moral, ethical, and even spiritual avenues without him having to learn from his own mistakes. Our bonus tip: when you read aloud to your child, they begin to understand that while there are books that they must read for academic success, there are also thousands of other books that they could read for pleasure. They move away from being a school-time reader to a lifetime reader. And yes, kids do have to do a certain amount of academic reading, but you also want them to delve into books that can make them laugh, make them cry, and move their souls. So there you have it, several strategies to help your child succeed in school by reading aloud to them regardless of the age of your child. Keep in mind also that parents, you have the option to change and introduce any educational programs that you feel best suited for your child. If this video has been helpful to you, please like us at the bottom of the screen. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that I could send you notifications when I post new videos. Also, I would love to hear from you about other learning strategies, other reading thoughts that you have that you think might be important for my audience to hear. I will be happy to share it with them. Please leave me a comment below. As always, thank you so much for visiting with us at Ruth Straight Talk. Happy learning and goodbye.